Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be officially updating you on some more breaking news. Now apparently, according to numerous reports now, as it's suggested that Jose Mourinho still has an interest in signing Gareth Bale from Real Madrid, and this has what's been mentioned in numerous sources. He's still interested in currently signing Gareth Bale. Apparently now, this has been reported, it has come from the Sun. They are breaking news out apparently that he has been contacting Mourinho privately. He's still convinced and he's interested in currently signing Gareth Bale. Apparently he's prepared to offer him £500,000 a week to tempt him to make the move. This apparently he has urged Ed Woodward to put £100 million in for the player, and this supposedly could be on a 4-year deal with the player. So he's urged Ed Woodward to get this deal finalised over the current line. And this apparently is he's going to will to offer £500,000 a week, and this is on a 4-year deal. And apparently with the fees and the wages, this could add up to £200 million. So Mourinho privately, I don't think he's gone really public, but he's still interested in signing Gareth Bale. Now we have currently cooled our interest in Ivan Perisic. Even though things are getting sorted out, Ivan Perisic's agents have gone to Manchester United officials to try and still discuss a deal and get a deal finalised. But he's made a U-turn as Mourinho, because the comments that he did put out before, basically, if he was under the club plans, if he was under the coach's plans, and he was playing in the Real Madrid game, he said he basically it was game over, he was going to give up and end the pursuit of Gareth Bale. But if it were the other side, and he said if he wasn't under club plans, if he wasn't under the coach's plans, he would fight the coaches to get Gareth Bale on the board. But he currently did participate in the game, and even the agents have poured cold water on the speculation. They didn't believe in any of it, that was going to happen. They classified it as rubbish talks, and the representatives had classified it as a ridiculous story. So this is what's being mentioned. So I think Mourinho is still interested in currently signing a player. Zidane's still not sure. He hasn't really mentioned much about demanding Gareth Bale's future. He hasn't really mentioned much in his press conferences about his future But Gareth Bale did quote out he's concentrating on his football. He's hoping to improve his fitness levels, and this is basically what Gareth Bale had suggested. He basically said he hasn't really took much notice of the speculation that's been going on around him and the rumours. He's heard bits and bobs. So Gareth Bale, to me, has no intentions of leaving Real Madrid from that interview that he gave after the game. But apparently now he has urged Ed Woodward as Mourinho to plot in £100 million and offering £500,000 a week to get him away from the Bernabeu. So numerous reports change every day in this situation. The Real Madrid board have been under pressure to get rid of him, due to his fitness setbacks that he's been having. Whether Real Madrid, they're looking to raise these funds to find the alternative replacement for Bale. He's lost his place as Bale though, basically because Isco's got that position now. Bale's still highly experienced though. He's still got quite a few years ahead of him to develop himself. But it may tempt in this offer, if it does go through, to get Gareth Bale away from currently Real Madrid. He's also a target for Tottenham. He's also a target for us as well. But now he could be a target for Jose Mourinho. And this has been going on since 2013. It stemmed from the Champions League final that time. There were rumours going on then. If he was not going to be starting, he was thinking about making the move. He didn't start. And then basically, since the Mbappe thing popped up, the rumours have risen up since then about Gareth Bale. And basically now, I don't really know what to believe in this situation. They did confirm before the Real Madrid that they didn't need a 4-man attack. But if this deal goes, if we plot to put this deal through, it may tempt Real Madrid then, because they could still get another player on the board than Mbappe, because obviously Mbappe is now not going to Real Madrid, who has been a target for Real Madrid. Eden Hazard's been a target for Real Madrid as well in this transfer window. And Gareth Bale, I just don't think he wants to make the move, and I think there has been negotiations going on. He's got tremendous speed, he's good in the air, he can put balls into the box, he's fast, he's quick, very good player, and he is 28 years old. But he's won honours in his 4-year period with Real Madrid. risen up the ranks with Southampton fantastically well. Real Madrid did buy him for £90 million, or initially £85 million. But Mourinho's has asked Ed Woodward to put £100 million in for the current player, so they're still not sure if the player, Real Madrid are still not sure if he's for sale. They were still refusing to negotiate on his current future, they're not quite sure. But with the Mbappe situation, yeah, it looks like he's going to PSG anywhere. It's going to be between 160 million that PSG are going to be paying, or it's 180 million. It's either 150 million. It's either 150 million up front with 30 million in bonuses, I think, or it's either 135 with 27 million installments. So it's going to be estimated round about that PSG are going to be paying for the player. You know, one of the highest prospects in world football. Played well for France. Been at Monaco a couple of years now. He was fantastic for Monaco last season. Think it's a bit insanity judging a player after one season, but hit the scenes in the Champions League. But that staggering amounts of money is still going to smash the deals, let alone the Neymar's going to smash Bale in 2013, Ronaldo 2009. And, you know, look how old they are, you know. Well, they were younger then, but look how old they are now compared to Kylian Mbappe. He's still only young, he's got talent, he's got experience, but be interesting to see how he would participate in the Paris Saint-Germain team. And apparently he's going to be signing a 5-year deal with the club. PSG hasn't fully confirmed yet, and it's going to be about 16 million a year that has been offered by PSG. And I think the lawyers still need to approve the full-on deal. It hasn't fully completed yet, but the publication from where it's coming from sources looks like it's going to realistically happen. He has played with Martial before in the Monaco academy as Mbappe, but Monaco are going to raise loads of money for this, but it's going to be hard for them to find them individual replacements. It looked realistically he was going to Real Madrid at one point, but he did say, the LA Quick reported, he did suggest he would either join Paris Saint-Germain or Real Madrid. And now PSG think they're top of the tree now, you know, with the Neymar deal. Now they're on the verge of getting Mbappe. That's going to add up to nearly £400 million they spent on two players that are world class. But if Mbappe is worth this money now, imagine in 2 or 3, 4 years' time how much he'll be worth. Probably just as more as Neymar, and he's 25 years old. So it is staggering amounts of money. We know teams have been interested in. Barcelona have made inquiries. Real Madrid, Manchester United have been in there slightly. You know, Arsenal have had bids rejected for the player, but now looks like he does want to leave. He is going to Paris Saint-Germain. And PSG had quoted out the owners were not intending to stop Mbappe being in the mix with Cavani, Neymar. They're going to have an absolutely quality team. Plus they've got Dani Alves added into their ranks at the right back as well, who still generated, is probably still in the top 5, was one of the best right backs in world football, even though he's getting older. But in his Barcelona days, he was one of the best generated right backs in world football. So apparently the Bale deal could still happen now slightly. It's still unreal. It's still unlikely, but if Mourinho's willing to offer £500,000 a week to the player, 4-year deal or whatever it is, and offer him £100 million, that may tempt Bale then. And then Real Madrid raise the funds and find a replacement for the player, which is not going to be Mbappe, but it may be still hard for them to find a replacement in like Mbappe's calibre. But Real Madrid have got a lot of quality players anyway, but Ronaldo's one of the best in the world, but he's knocking on. They've got Benzema who've just signed a new contract, so we'll see what happens. But we know from Barcelona's perspective now, they're eyeing out replacements for Neymar. Apparently now, reports have just broke out. Chelsea, we're not willing to sanction Eden Hazard off. They basically classified he wasn't for sale because they know how much of an essential player he is. Eden Hazard did quote out a week or two ago that he did want to leave Chelsea and join Barcelona. He currently snubbed the Real Madrid off. Apparently Real Madrid are interested in the player. I think there may have been empty negotiations, Eden Hazard and Real Madrid. But Barcelona are interested in the player, and Chelsea have come out now and basically clarified it, basically saying he could be available for £109 million. This is in the Daily Star. But I said it's not going to come cheap from Barcelona's perspective. You know, the amount of money they've got now, you know, any player their target's not going to come cheap. And especially for the world-class Eden Hazard player, you know, who plays an instrumental role with Chelsea. I think he's been at Chelsea 4 years, if I can remember rightly, or 5 years. Ex-Lille player, you know, scored 16 goals last season for the club. And I think if he joins, he will elevate to that higher level with Eden Hazard. But Chelsea is still looking to add ranks into their midfield. You know, even though they've got quite a few players in, they did lose today 3-2 by Burnley, which is an absolutely massive shock. I couldn't believe 3-0 down at one point as well. That is a shock as well. But apparently Eden Hazard, I think he's willing that he does want to make the move to Barcelona. Chelsea will raise a lot of funds for this. They've spent over £100 million, but they're going to raise the money back that they've spent on players so far on Eden Hazard if this deal goes through. There's still maybe possibility of a player involved in the deal as well, according to reports. Eden Hazard won Premier League a couple of times with Chelsea. He's won quite a few honours as Eden Hazard. Very, very class player. He's strong, he's quick, good at breaking up the play, good at driving forward also. And Chelsea may be demanding, what's his name, Sergio Roberto as part of the deal. May not come to 109 if it includes Sergio Roberto in the deal. He was also being linked with Manchester United, a right back that has, I think he's got a 36 million release clause. He may not be guaranteed first team football now with Barcelona. Has Barcelona iron out replacements and stuff. We currently had a 36 million bid rejected from Barcelona for Sergio Roberto. He plays at right back. He can also play as a midfielder as well. Manchester United have been in contact over this. I think a few teams have made inquiries and been in contact for the player. I think Monaco have showed their interest in the current player as well. But this is what's just broke out, and he's been linked to Real Madrid as Eden Hazard as well. And Chelsea know he's an essential midfielder, and he's creative, good in the air, fast, quick, good at driving forward. And he'll elevate to that higher level. If you did go to Barcelona, but Conte knows he's still an essential player for Chelsea, and a lot of Chelsea fans wouldn't want to see him depart the club. But we also know that Barcelona are eyeing out for Philippe Coutinho as well. They're eyeing out for someone who replaces with a Coutinho, as I did keep saying. 70 million bids being rejected, 72 million bids, 89, and recently I think a 90-point summer within 35 minutes. He's not trustworthy anymore as Coutinho in Klopp. From his perspective, he's not trustworthy in Klopp at all. He has desire that he does want to leave the club. As reports broke out, and we know the agent has been to Barcelona to try and get the deal finalised. We know Barcelona have been to England to try and get the deal finalised. And basically now, he apparently handed in a transfer request yesterday. Got rejected by Liverpool because the owners coming to the equation there were standing firm, basically saying the player's not getting sanctioned and he's currently not for sale. And he'd responded to the club director. He interacted, did Coutinho, what had been suggested out. And he notified them saying he wanted to leave the club. He has desire to leave the club. He has desire to leave the club, does Philippe Coutinho, and apparently, but we know he's injured. He didn't participate in the Watford game. Could miss the Hoffenheim as well, and he hasn't been training, so he has been injured as well. So I think that will worry Jurgen Klopp as well. And also he confirmed, and he's not been happy as Coutinho, though, the way discussions and negotiations been going on between the two clubs, because he wants to currently make the move. And basically, Liverpool have announced they're not willing or considering to offer any bids whatsoever from Barcelona. Even if they're maybe coming with an 150 million bid, they still may not want to sanction him off. But Liverpool, their stance is not softened. They're still standing firm and being ruthless. Has made it clear he is not for sale, and they're still confident he will stay at Liverpool. And we know, he's been at Inter Milan in the past, and we know if he went to Barcelona, he'd elevate to that higher level. He'd be playing amongst Messi, Suarez, looking to reunite with Suarez as well. But look at his overall stats. 65 chances, 37 crosses, 70 dribbles completed last season, 14 goals, 7 assists. Absolutely sublime player, one of the creative players, in world football, and he plays well in that number 10 role in Liverpool's midfield. And Jurgen Klopp's he's had discussion with Jurgen Klopp as well, and Jurgen Klopp's basically saying he's not for sale. And Coutinho does want to make the move, and this is what the current player has suggested out. This is what he has suggested out, and even the director said we signed him from Inter Milan, and we're confident he'll stay by the end of the month. This is what has been said. And before He said back in 2013 when he signed for the club Coutinho, he said he loves the club, it's got great players, and I feel very, very happy. But now he's had 4 years there. Now he wants to have a new start, and he wants to go to Spain, to Barcelona, and this is what he suggested. People still don't believe this will happen, but Barcelona wants to get the deal finalised, and he could be a long-term replacement for Iniesta, but Liverpool wouldn't want to lose the player, because the lack of activity in the transfer window they'll be gutted about. They've only got Salah and someone else. They still need to adjust that midfield. They've had injuries to Adam Lallana. What's going on with Emre Can, I don't know. So Liverpool won't want to get rid of the most creative, essential players in world football. So that's what you got to take when money's thrown at you. It's hard, but Klopp's looking on the other side. He's an essential player. We don't care about the money because it is always hard to find them individual replacements, even though you have got the money, and that's always a true fact. So. Well, wait there, my battery's low on my phone. Sorry about that, yeah, my battery was low on my phone. Yes, so, do you think Coutinho could make the move? I think more things will be updated. Do you really think he could make the move? We'll have to see what happens. Also, Barcelona want Ousmane Dembele from Borussia Dortmund. A player that is really, really good. Apparently, Barcelona had travelled to Germany, I think, early on in the week or whenever it was, to try and get a fee agreed. Apparently, recently, a £100 million bid has been rejected. Maybe he may be available in the region of maybe between 130 million and 150 million pound for the player. He's a good two-footed player. He's good in the air. He's been fantastic for France, and he's only been at the club for 1 year. Ousmane Dembele, so maybe from Borussia Dortmund's perspective, maybe giving him another year to express himself more. Similarity to Mbappe, but we know he's going to PSG. But yeah, apparently an 100 million bid's been rejected. I think there has been negotiations been going on. Ousmane Dembele, who Borussia Dortmund only paid £15 million for, he's on a 4-year contract with the club, and I think he scored 6 goals last season in his debut season with the current club. But I think he has refused, has Dembele, to discuss things through Borussia Dortmund about what's going to be happening with his future. He has described Barcelona as a good and fantastic and massive club, and he would like to go there. But if the right amount of money is getting put out, then they may consider taking him to Spain. So Barcelona have had so many replacements out in this current transfer window. And we know with the Ivan Perisic case, as I updated you earlier, the agent, again, well, he has done before, he's trying to get the deal finalised. The agent has Ivan Pericic's agents met up with Manchester United officials at Brokeout Stage to try and discuss a finalised deal. Perisic now is still on our radar, but it looks unlikely because Inter Milan still are demanding that £48 million that Di Marzio had announced. We're not willing to pay that £48 million. We know 3 bids have been rejected for the current player. But apparently they'd been in talks before about signing Ivan Perisic a new deal. But he's been trying to force the move for the entirety of the transfer window. They've been trying to offer him a new deal. We know Luca Spalletti, as we buffed it on 2 occasions, he basically said there were no negotiations, no discussions going on. Basically said the case were closed and it was all over in this situation. But there's still talks going on that this could still happen. We know they've been demanding Martial as part of a deal a couple of times, but Mourinho's not willing to sanction the player off because he knows still how much important he is. He still does need to improve on his game, but we're not willing to sanction him off. And we know Inter Milan have been stubborn in this situation, and now the agent has come to discuss with Manchester United officials to try and get a deal finalised. Whether Manchester United are prepared to put another bid in to try and capture the player, another final bid. It may not happen, it may not happen. It depends on the Bale situation, but Inter Milan want 48 million. We're not willing to pay 48 million. He's a good player, he's highly experienced, he is good in the air, he is good at going forward, he's got fantastic physical attributes, and he's been at Dortmund, Wolfsburg, so he has been at 2 good clubs, and his performances are absolutely fantastic. You know, the Croatian. But he has been forced to move. He did want to make the move to Manchester United, but Inter Milan board are being stubborn. They're still convinced he will stay with the club and presumably sign a new deal with the club. And Barcelona did say, well, it did say on reports, if they can't get it to Coutinho on Dembele, they will go for Ivan Perisic. But that is currently their 3rd alternative player. That's 3rd on their list of replacements of Barcelona's. Ivan Perisic is 3rd on their radar. If they fail to get the suit Coutinho and Dembele, they will go for Ivan Perisic. And Chelsea have showed a slight interest in the current 28 or 29-year-old as well. So whatever it is, I still think we need that creative winner. Bale still looks unlikely, as I said, but as it did report out that he's privately still convinced he can still secure and get a deal done for Gareth Bale. So it depends how Gareth Bale reacts to this. For me, he doesn't want to leave Real Madrid. He is currently happy there, but we know he is injury prone. So that's the thing. I'm going to get my point of view across on the situation. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below, subscribe to my channel, and take it easy. See you later. Bye.